Education Center in Spartanburg, Cherokee, and Unions, and Cherie Pressley.
Okay. I want to draw your attention to the things that are on the table. Everything as an educator you do, and I know I have always been trained to do, has to be data-driven. So your career centers and all your CAPE programs have to have what's called a needs assessment every 5 years anyway. So in our region, my board, thank you Dr. Turner for that task as well, decided that I would coordinate the needs assessment for Spartanburg, Cherokee, and Union counties. And so we wanted to take that even further and look at what the workforce needs were, obviously, but what our students, based on their IGPs, what they were actually signing up for. And we developed surveys, and we had, lots of data, because we had all the students and parents and teachers and educators. So we pulled that data together, and the bottom line graph is what you will find actually on the student. This is the dashboard that we developed that went out to the community and the educators. This is what we sent home to students, the bottom line for them to share with parents, to show those gap clusters. And by gap, we all know supply and demand, based on student interest compared with workforce needs. So we knew what fastest growing were, we knew what they were telling us, but we wanted to see how it aligned to our area students' interest. And we found discrepancies among districts. Now this is regional data that I'm showing you, but if I were to pull Cherokee County student interest, their top 3 clusters were a little different than they were in Union and even the Spartanburg County. I don't know why your students are so interested in government, but in Spartanburg 5, that was one of the top clusters, and I was like, what did they all love Rita Allison, I think. So anyway, they were all a little bit different, but that was data that the school districts need in order to choose courses and to build their programs. So we took that data as an entry of our next project. And those of you from Anderson, Oconee, and Pickens, this is not going to be new to you. You've seen this because I stole it from you. I just told Rick I'd do it better. I'm just kidding. Yeah, y'all been doing it a lot longer, but he did share the information with me, and I did, I sort of put a twist on things. Y'all had something called a passport. Well, mine looks like a passport. So I actually went to a graphics artist person and had them help me develop it. But we developed, as a model from Anderson, Oconee, Pickens, a showcase. But ours was based on this data. We focused on our cluster gap areas, which were manufacturing, as you would know, but the ones highlighted in red, we wanted to make that clear. This year, we are going to expand because we had so much interest last year from our evaluations. The one thing that they said is that we needed more room. So we had it on the campus of USC Upstate, and we had it as a tour so that they actually got a college tour, just like y'all did at Clemson. I didn't come up with that. And so it was a college tour, and they were able to talk business and industry. Do I have time to show them a little video?
Yes.
I do? You should?
Yes.
All right. One thing I want to show you is that this was a community-wide partnership. Our economic developers were all involved, business and industry. My board, which Dr. Turner is the one that tells me to do these things, they were a big part. Our chambers, the colleges. This was a partnership of the whole region. But again, this is regional data focusing on our real regional needs in our area. Will you do that? I love to have young techie people around. This is what we showed students prior to coming to the showcase. And I used the same
Welcome to the Upstate Career and College Showcase. It may seem like a way off, but planning for your future starts now. Sure, you may change your mind a few times, but that's what it's all about. Getting information about what you like to do, what you're good at, and matching those things with jobs that pay you well. And I know you all want that. There are many exciting career options right here in the Upstate, and these businesses and area employers are wanting you to work for them. So come travel along with me, and don't forget your passport as we take a journey inside the Upstate Career and College Showcase and the ticket to your future success.
Today we're in the control room of Lockhart Power Company. If you go back 20 or 30 years, the skills of the students coming out of the tech schools, it was good, it was solid, but those schools have really stepped up their curriculum. They have a large focus on the skills that employers need today. And so the computer skills is certainly one of those sets. Mechatronics takes that to the next level. It takes those skills that you've learned and advances those to a point where you were ready getting out of those programs to go get a job making very good money right out of the gate.
I work for BMW Manufacturing, which of course is a major automobile manufacturer here in South Carolina. We're located in Greer. We manufacture the X models for the world. We've got about 8,000 people which are working here at our facility. I'm the manager of apprentice and associate training. So my responsibilities are technical training programs within our facilities, equipment training, automotive training, as well as our apprentice program, which is our BMW Scholars Program.
Once I was selected as a scholar, BMW provided me with tuition assistance each semester, a part-time job plan with a competitive wage, on-the-job training, and technical classes.
And this helps recruit folks for the BMW Scholars Program at the same time, because we're promoting BMW in those classrooms. Every 8th grader saw this video before they came.
An automobile. And I've since moved into the management ranks, and now I'm actually the manager over the training department, so I'm kind of back in education.
Well, I think having a technical background is a great thing. It's not the only thing, but it's a great thing because it teaches you how to think, how to solve problems. And so you're able to transition that into a lot of different things.
So I decided to take up a technical degree, and I really enjoy just hands-on technical things and learning new and interesting things. Spartanburg Community College prepared me with soft skills on making
And
sure
we're
I showed
promoting
up
our
to work
colleges
in
at the
class
same
on
time,
time.
so it's
It
a
also
win-win.
showed me how to work in a group with others on getting tasks done. My degree at Spartanburg Community College gave me the confidence and skill set to land this job, and I've been doing it for 15 years.
As technology changes, equipment becomes more complex. A lot of our motors are being driven by variable frequency drives that require some knowledge about computers and programming and making those things work. And going to school for the technical field gives you those skills.
I graduated from USC Upstate in 2013. While I was at USC Upstate, I wrote a business plan and turned it into a viable means of income. And today I own and operate Infinite Supply Company. Every county has one or two different career centers that students can go and talk to and find out about different types of jobs that there are available, what the forecast is of those jobs, how much to pay, and you can also get some hands-on experience at those career centers and actually learn and see, is this something for me, is this a good fit, or would I rather try something else? And I encourage you each to try different things to find out exactly what it is, because the last thing you want to do is grow up and take a job for the money that you absolutely hate.
In our area, we have 3 career centers, such as Daniel Morgan Career Center. We have the Union and the Cherokee County Career Centers, along with others, and they are very important in preparing students for the workforce. The jobs in advanced manufacturing pay very well, and there's a lot of room to move up within those companies. So that is something I'm hoping a lot of the students who are going to be coming to this event will really take a good hard look at these companies, because they have a lot to offer them. And take courses at the career centers that will prepare you for the Spartanburg Community College here, USC Upstate, or one of the other colleges, so you can get your 2-year degree or 4-year degree and be able to stay here in our community and get a job here that will allow you to have a good life.
Go out for the summer, go out and do some internships. There are different programs in Upstate as well, or in Spofford. And with those programs, get in contact with them, talk to different advisors at the different high schools, and getting those positions as soon as possible.
From my experience, the thing that helps you the most as a rise, an 8th grader or high schooler is math and science. And computers. A lot of computers go on. We use a lot of them here for a variety of different things. And talk to the guidance counselors at school. Talk to Spartanburg Community College. They'll talk to you young, and they'll tell you, what you need to be looking for.
So, you've seen a few ideas of some career options, and there are many more waiting for you at the Upstate Career and College Showcase on October 7th and 8th. It's an exciting time to plan for your future, and I look forward to seeing you all at USC Upstate. And don't forget to bring your passport. There will be a drawing for some awesome prizes from your completed passport. We'll see you at the Upstate Career and College Showcase.
Okay, I just wanted to say a couple more things. I know I'm out of time. Sponsors, I want to thank, there was somebody from Timken, some of our sponsors were here, and I wanted to thank you for that because it costs money to bus 5,000 students from Spartanburg, Cherokee, and Union counties to the showcase. So our employers paid for the busing, they paid for these t-shirts. You see the t-shirts that have all the logos on them. Every student got one. They were color-coded by school, so we didn't lose anybody. We did training with the schools prior to them coming so that they could see exactly what was going to happen and made sure it ran well, so we didn't have any students left on the campus of USC Upstate because some 8th graders are that big, they look like it. So it went very well as far as that part goes, but I want you to know that we could not do it without the sponsors. The school districts were great. I don't have to worry about that, but the business partners are a vital part. They pay for it, they come, they set up booths, take 2 days out of their busy schedules to talk to students, but that passport was vital to keeping the kids focused. It was not a cattle herd. They just didn't walk around there. They had to take that passport and turn it into their school, and it got counted. It was a class grade, and they had to fill it out. They had to be interviewed by the employers. And I know we don't have time, but I have pictures of all that if you were interested.
And we'll have the presentations up that you can see as well. Okay, let's start with Light.
Well, being a member of the AOP Showcase Board,
I stole your idea.
replication is nice from the class. No, but one of the, aside from all the showcase, and I think you did a wonderful job of being here, just to add so much to it, but it's the information that is on this flyer that you're actually looking at the IGP information. I mean, I have a child that went through this process, and I know a lot of people say, what's the use? Why am I even doing that? But it's really nice to know that you've put this in a very readable and understandable format so that people can understand, what the goals are versus what the demand is. And I really applaud that. I like this version.
Well, thank you. And that came because I had done the dashboard for the community, and I was sharing that with everybody. And the school districts each got their own piece of data, but a superintendent from Cherokee County called me and she said, I want something to go home to my students and parents, and so that's where that one came from.
Good conversations.
Yeah, she used it in her board meetings and those kind of things. Yeah.
Great. Wonder.
So, same thing, I wonder this. I wonder if we hurt ourselves some with our career clusters when we separate manufacturing from STEM, from architecture and construction. Because being in that industry and having worked in all those different facets as an engineer, it never made sense to me that we would say to kids in 8th grade, choose one of these. So I wonder, is there conversation about how we could translate that for students so that we could help ourselves with the manufacturing side in particular, where we have a deficit?
Well, you're absolutely right, and I've had to explain that to so many groups of people because a STEM cluster can go into manufacturing. I mean, the idea of the clusters was done a long time ago. So it really is something that needs to be looked at again. But it is, like you said, it's a conversation starter. So in my region, I tell folks, you know, just because they're in STEM doesn't mean they won't go into manufacturing. And you know, the clusters, there's a lot of overlap in a lot of the areas. I mean, and even healthcare, you know, that they could come from a STEM cluster there as well. So you're right.
So to scalability and replication, the fact that this was borrowed from another district probably answers that question. But
Yeah, I think it's great to shamelessly steal others' great ideas. So I think, and certainly I think the collaboration of all parties involved is what makes these programs successful. And hopefully there are those in the room that will take some of your new ideas as well as all the ideas we've heard about today and build upon those. So congratulations.
Well, thank you. Any other questions? You can have the T-shirts that are on the table. Those were leftovers. So help yourself. Yes, ma'am.
I was just going to comment that your counterpart in Greenville, Jay Blankenship, we had an IT day last week at UCPI University where we had about 100+ students from Greenville schools. We had T-shirts, thank you, and we did a manufacturer day in the fall. We'll do another manufacturing day this next fall and a medical one sometime in between. So similar model, not 2,000 students, but a couple of hundred.
5,000.
Excuse me, yes, that's what I wrote down.
Yeah.
But, you know, we started our first one, we had a couple of hundred, the next one was, you know, all I'm saying is it can be replicated. Industry is happy to come. They leave saying, what can we do next year, or how can we improve it next time? And it's been fun, and it's been great working in partnership with the school district.
Well, as we've talked about several times, I mean, any opportunity to give the students, whether it's hands-on at somewhere or at least interacting with different industries and businesses and things, is a positive opportunity. And I think all the districts do that in their own way. And it's neat to kind of see these different examples of how different districts and different counties have taken that idea and moved it forward in their own way. And certainly there are opportunities for collaboration. I'm going to bring Dr. Roaster up here real quick. And you know, one of the things, and he's going to talk a little bit about it too, is had someone who made the comment in one of the presentations from R.D. Anderson said that they have more students than they have space in their welding program. And then Dr. Roaster said that in their county, thank you ladies as well, Dr. Roaster said in their county they have a large center, but they don't necessarily fill it all. So, as we talk about collaboration and partnerships, and I'm going to, say my goodbyes and thank you to everybody for being here today. And I think this has been a great session, and I really appreciate your time and being part of this. Please stay for the reception here in a few minutes. And but I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Roaster and let him talk about, collaboration, next steps. How as school districts and as business leaders, can continue to build on these great partnerships that have already been created in some areas, but obviously there is still a need and there are still great opportunities. So, Burke, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thanks, Dave. We'll probably work something out. Well, and Dean mentioned that to me because I was going to sit down a while ago, and I'll try to do this real quickly because he was very emphatic about getting you out of your time to go get something. We do multi-district agreements and individual tuitions with people in our district fairly often, primarily with our fine arts center. So there is already a mechanism by which to do that. So we have, like I said, we've got probably the largest welding shop in the career center in the state of South Carolina at Bonds. We have a welding shop. 3 of our 4 career centers, and we're putting them forward. We have moved any program we could move out of the Career Center back to our high school. We want the Career Centers to be specialized shop space. Because one is high dollar space and it is different and unique from the spaces we have in high school. We moved those programs, we bumped our enrollment 400% in the programs that we moved to high school. That creates space and capacity at the Career Centers. So right now we do have some space. We also have space because of being able to accommodate different schedules throughout the day. We have students being transported in and out there. We do have space. We have to work that out with the individual district and individual students. And obviously we want to run some sort of academic test on current students. We make sure we've got the very best ones he had to come over to our district and get maybe some credit for expenses. I think the one takeaway, and then I will ask you to do something before you leave, but to me, the one takeaway from today, if nothing else, is our fates are linked together. Whether you're in here as an educator, or you're in here from the economic development side of business or industry, for either of us to be successful, we are linked together. We need to take that link and make sure we forge it into a strong partnership, because it will enhance the workforce that's available in business and industry, and it will enhance the product that we do. I would ask you to take 3 minutes at your table, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8, basically 8 tables left. So if you might pick up to a table that you're sitting by yourself, if you would take 3 minutes and amongst yourselves give the 3 takeaways that you got at your table, 3 most important things, and tweak them. Because that would allow us to keep up with one another.
That'd be great.
You don't have to turn anything in. So if you'll take 3 minutes, pick 3, and tweak 3. And if you don't have a Twitter person at your table, find somebody in the room who knows how to do that.